You're listening to the Dean Blundell Show.
If you're looking for real theater, you're not getting it.
Dean Blundell Show.
Not nice.
On 102.1 The Edge.
Well, these guys have become cult heroes and great guys, even better guys and excellent actors. Please, from Harold and Kumar, you have to help me with the title. Harold and Kumar Christmas 3D.
A very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas.
Sorry, pardon me. John, Cho, and Kal Penn, everybody.
Thank you.
What's up?
How you doing?
Right, we haven't seen you guys for a few years.
I know.
Yeah.
It's nice to be back.
We didn't come back for the second one, did we?
No.
No.
How dare you? We were so mad at you for not coming back.
You did.
No.
I did.
You did.
I
You
did
came,
alone.
You came for the first one.
That's right.
And then John came for the second one.
Yeah.
And you, Cal, and John are back for the third one.
Nice.
Yes.
I mean, look,
Feels
we
so
shot the
sexy
first
here.
one here, so
Where,
it's-
Mississauga or something?
No, all over,
all around,
all
yeah,
over Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're at like an Esso, I think. Like there's a gas station. You know that gas station scene?
Yeah.
And like, I feel like I recognize that.
Yeah.
Is that the one on Spadina here? Do you know?
No, it's next to an Odeon movie
okay.
theater, like a multiplex, somewhere in the suburbs.
Yeah,
Can't
because there's some
remember where.
Canadian sort of stuff. There's like a coffee shop that you see a Canadian sign.
And that was one of the things you guys talked about with the Tim Hortons and the stuff that you thought was weird.
Yeah, by the way, I wanted people to call it T-Hos.
No.
I was trying to start that because I thought, a cup of T-Ho.
Yeah.
No.
Cup of T-Hos.
They do.
Never caught on.
They do. They call it T-Ho or Timmy
Timmy
Hos.
Hos.
They do?
Timmy Hos.
Timmy
Okay.
Hos.
All right. Well,
It worked!
Well, there you go. There you go.
It works!
I am craving Harvey's.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Did you fall in love with Harvey's when you came here?
I did. When we shot the first movie, I was a vegetarian, and we were shooting a movie about burgers. And sort of subconsciously, I asked somebody, "Can I get a veggie burger somewhere?" And they make this soy patty that's exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
This is a
I
really
liked it.
exciting story.
It's boring, man. Save me. This is why we do this
what
together.
toppings did you
Scintillating
put?
radio.
Man, mustard, ketchup, relish. You're right. This is so boring.
Are you still a vegetarian?
No.
No, you're all done with the veggies? Yeah.
Were you
What about-
dating someone who said you should be a vegetarian?
Is
or
that
was
how
it-
it
No,
started?
I from like the time I was in high school, I just sort of was a little bit healthier than I clearly am now, and it
Me too.
manifested itself that way.
Now listen, you guys, the Christmas Kumar, Harold and Kumar special, a very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas. That's what it's called.
Nice.
again.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Well done.
Thank you. I've only had a couple days to prepare.
And a couple drinks.
Yeah, I need some right now. So anyway, you guys, do you still love doing these movies? Because every time I put it in the DVD, I have a cookie or something else, and I know this is a tradition for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what you've started or become a part of?
Oh,
Is it
man.
weird?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is weird because you do a movie like that, a movie called Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, and you don't think this is going to be a hit. You don't think it's going to last, but I mean, it has. It had a lot of charm, and people found it on DVD. And that's what really saved us because it didn't do well at the box office, at least in America, theatrically. And that's why we're kind of excited about the 3D because not so much that we're into the technology per se, but I think it's going to make it a real event. And we want people to go to the theater, get prepared. You know what I mean? If you want to, and go see it with your friends.
I love that they're just coming out and encouraging it.
Vaporizer.
I love it, just encouraging it.
How dare you suggest?
No, but it's interesting because that movie, you guys, it came out in theaters, and then it was gangbusters on DVD, and the next two, the next one was hilarious with the George Bush stuff. It was very, very funny, especially Bob, the guy in the Guantanamo.
Big Bob.
The sandwich. Didn't want you to eat the sandwich either, so I'm glad you didn't have to. But this really gave birth, just off Star Trek, the last Star Trek, which you were fantastic in,
thanks,
by the way,
man.
dude. And I didn't know you knew how to do the sword crap.
That's good sword. It
was good swordsmanship.
This is excellent radio again.
I know.
I'm making gestures.
We can make noises.
And then Cal goes and works for the president at the White House for a bit. So obviously you guys have achieved some type of success and notoriety.
We've been fortunate to I think have a chance to kind of branch out and do our thing.
But this is what people know us for. We get called Harold and Kumar all the time, and
so I don't even know your names.
Yeah, I'm Harold.
I don't. You got to remind me again. You are
Harold.
Now,
I'm John Cho.
John, did he introduce did Cal introduce you to Obama? Has he said, "Come on up for a cup of tea"? Let's go.
We
have
did.
some beers."
I did meet President Obama earlier this year, and was recently at a state dinner at the White House. Actually, it was a real honor.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Who'd you sit with? Who'd you sit next to?
The president.
Did you sit right next to
oddly
him?
enough, I sat at his table. I could not figure out how I got there, and I was sitting right across from the first lady.
She nice? She nice? Sweet as pie and
beautiful and sweet and
smart.
Were you nervous? Like, were you going?
Yes,
there
I was nervous. I
preparing?
did not know. I did not know that that was going to happen. And when I sat down, it was I was real panicky. But it was real great. I went there with my father, and it was a state dinner for the president of Korea. And I was born in Korea, so to bring him there and meet the president of our birth country and meet then the American president was a lot to handle.
It's tantamount to meeting Harold and Kumar.
Almost. Now, are you every stoner's dream, bro?
That was sweet. That was a sweet ending to that story. I'm gonna steal that.
But now, are you still pals with Obama? Like, you guys, do you give him 5 when you see him, Cal? Because I know you worked for him for a bit.
Yeah, I worked for him for about 2 years. Look, I think he's phenomenal. I'm going to volunteer on his reelection, and if he gets reelected, hopefully go back. Everything was on good terms. I wanted to do kind of a set 2 years and then have a chance to come back and
do some films.
Well, I don't know that we would call this a film as much as a movie.
You mean the Kumar?
Right. But come back and do something creative. Also, was good.
Well, I just found it interesting. It's funny because if you watch the movies and we've talked to you guys personally a few times, so you understand personally how Kumar could end up in the White House. But you don't understand it if you don't know the person. You go, Obama's the best, man. He's surrounding himself with some awesome dudes, bro.
That's what's so crazy. It's funny. We always get questions about, so what was that like and how did that go down? And I guess if you don't know what a huge dork I am in real life, it seems pretty weird. But the nice thing I think about...
I know.
You know, which is why it wasn't weird for you.
You knew that he was a dork?
Yes.
What makes him dork?
Well,
speak to that?
He is exactly the opposite of Kumar. In real life, he's always cracking a book before the take. It's so we're not exactly the opposite, but we're fairly opposite of our characters, and so when they call action, we just sort of switch personalities and start the scene. So it's. He's always been a bookish dude.
It's kind of fun. Before, he's much more of a Harold, very outgoing, gregarious.
Kumar.
Kumar. I'm sorry. Being kind of crazy, and it
Jesus,
just
I'm
switches.
so confused as to who's who at the moment.
It's okay. So are we.
But it just switched. You guys, why didn't they cast the characters like that then? That would have been cool.
That's acting, man.
Oh, that's
Come
the
on.
fun part.
Yeah, that's the fun part. And that was the point. The point is I love playing this guy because he's a blast. He's so just relaxed and insane and filthy with a huge heart, which is so weird.
Yeah, most people that know you guys and know of your movies. John Cho, Kal Penn from a very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas are here. Which is it in theaters this Friday? Is it this Friday?
November 4th.
November 4th.
Okay.
My apologies. So November 4th. And if you watch the movie, everybody's going to want to know, what are you smoking in it? What is it? Is it sativa? Is it crack
what is
rock?
It called?
What is it?
It's salvia. No, I'm kidding. It's this awful.
You and Miley
Thank
Cyrus.
You. Thank you. I was waiting. There was a beat before somebody was going to get that. It's this awful herbal concoction that's like movie weed.
Yeah,
Really?
they choose it because they only choose it.
I'm not trying to
because,
market this because it's terrible.
What they're concerned about mostly is actually just that it makes a lot of smoke because they need to film it. So
Sure.
it's a visual
Looks good.
thing, yeah. So that's the only thing. And it tastes awful, and it actually hurts your lungs, I would think.
I would guess that smoke would hurt your lungs, sure.
Well, no, I mean, it actually hurts. That stuff hurts more than the real stuff.
Cal, I have to ask you.
I've never done the real, but...
Oh, yeah. Cookies are a lot easier.
Yeah, right.
Cal, real quick, when you were working in the White House and for Obama, did you ever have any political stiffs like come up to you and go, dude, I love that scene with Neil Patrick Harris. Like guys you would never expect to watch the movie.
We have guys who I thought would never see the movie come up to us all the time. That realization started for me with the lady at my bank who was probably 70 years old, and I was taking out some money, and she leans through the window thing and goes, I just wanted you to know I really liked Harold and Kumar. And it floored me. I was so weirded out by it.
I love that voice.
Well, that's what she sounded like.
Do the flight attendant.
Oh, the flight attendant's another one. Although he was probably in his late 20s, early 30s. I was on a plane last week, and I get on the plane, and there's a flight attendant who he turns around just as I'm walking through the door, and he gets startled and just goes, "Ooh, hey Harold."
I feel like we could do a movie with the flight attendant and the bank teller.
Brilliant movie.
I love that kind of stuff because you never know who's gonna like these movies.
I didn't expect you to tell a flight attendant story where the guy goes, "Hey Harold, what's up, bro?" Just me. I've been on a plane before. I get it. John Cho, and first, okay, let's tell us real quick about the movie because it looks real funny. Again, you guys, and Neil Patrick Harris looks great in it too.
The movie starts off with us. Harold and Kumar are estranged from one another. It's 6 years later. Harold is married, is trying to have a baby, and they've drifted apart. Kumar is sort of in a funk, doing a lot of weed, and is having problems with his girlfriend. Too much weed. There is such a thing, people.
Like down in the he hasn't left his apartment in weeks. He's got a huge beard, and it's just filthy.
So a magical event happens, a very magical Christmas event happens, and we go on a hunt through Manhattan to find a Christmas tree, and they become friends once again.
Do they really?
Yeah,
they do.
Shocking, right?
But Neil's great in this movie. I heard as well.
Oh yeah,
he just kills it.
Neil Patrick Harris is amazing in this movie. We have some great cameos: Patton Oswalt, Tom Lennon from Reno 911, and I got to say the 3D is kind of cool. We discussed perhaps the cookies and brownies, the smoke special effects they've got in this 3D. Right? It's not. This isn't a big budget action movie, so you know exactly what you're walking into. You see some of Harold's nudity in 3D. You see maybe some.
You see the fella?
Maybe
You're welcome,
some.
ladies.
You're welcome.
Now we have an homage to the Christmas Story scene with the tongue stuck to the pole.
It's not a tongue in our movie.
Can we get back to this 3D pubic hair? What's going on there?
Well,
has that ever been done in a movie?
I don't think so. This is history. This is North American cinematic history.
That was kind of the point. I think is that in all these movies we kind of deconstruct things in a crazy way, and now that everything's in 3D, I think the intention was you got to make fun of the genre to a certain extent. And,
we goof on it. And Neil Patrick Harris is back. He's phenomenal. If you guys liked him in the first two, he takes it to another level. And we had a great time with him on this one. He in the movie he's hosting like a Christmas television special, and we end up on stage doing a Rockette style number with Neil in Nutcracker costumes.
I bet you did.
Wait a second. Two meanings? Did I say two meanings?
No. You know what? I got it. Out of all the people in Hollywood that have kind of said, "Here's who I am," and screw the rest of the world, I got more respect for that cat than most people.
And he's brilliant.
He's awesome.
He's a brilliant comedian and stuff. Yeah.
I tell you what, if he wasn't funny, boy. John Cho, Kal Penn, Harold and Kumar. Listen, guys, you've really like having you guys in. Really thankful you came back, and best of luck on the movie. And please keep us in mind if you come back.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having us too.
It's unbelievable.
It's good. Dude, that's all we do all day is talk to stoners, man.
The Dean Blundell Show. The Dean Blundell Show. On 102.1 The Edge.